Hey, it's Marilyn Devonish here from transformationstm.com, and we were asked when our box arrives to do an unboxing. So what am I talking about? So I signed up for a 30-day challenge, and as part of the 30-day challenge you get a box of goodies. So I've just been doing a Facebook Live where I'm talking to you about the stack that you get with the photo reading. So you get the photo reading playbook, you get the 150-page photo reading book, you get the Tips and Insights CD either as a physical CD or an MP3 download, you get the Paraliminal as well, the activator, and you get your lifetime refresher certificate, which means you can retake the class as many times as you like, whenever you like, wherever you happen to be in the world. So that was the stack for that. What this one is it's actually quite heavy. This is the One Funnel Away Challenge. And if any of you actually want to join the challenge, the window to join this particular challenge closes on the 18th of this month. So us in the UK, we've got until Monday morning, kind of. For those of you out in the US, it will close tomorrow, I believe at midnight. I think it's Central Time. Let me put the... So if you want to have a look at it and see what it's all about, go to www.bit.ly.com/RBOFA, as in Russell Brunson, One Funnel Away. So that's if you wanted to, and I'll put that into the comments now. So that's in the comments now. I'm really enjoying it. I have to be honest with you. Some of it is like you're being reminded of what you already know. There are other aspects like, duh, that's so obvious, I should know that. And then other things, it's like, yeah, I know that I wasn't quite doing it, but now you've told me again, probably a good idea if I do it. So, it's a mix of all of those things. So let me show you, let me move that so you can see what's in the box. So this is the box. I really genuinely, it's still sealed, so I haven't opened it yet. I thought I would do the whole thing on camera and we can do it together. So letter opener to, let's break the seal. I think I should be able to do it like that. Cool. Ooh, okay, I think that now tells me I've got it upside down, so I think it goes that way. Ooh. Ooh, nice. Okay, let me just a quote here from, let's do that. It's a quote here from Winston Churchill. I'll read it to you, but just so you can kind of get a sense, and that's the kind of the top of the box. I'll show you more in a mo. So let's see what this quote says. Your training officially begins now. Da, da, da. There comes in their lifetime a special moment when they are figuratively tapped on the shoulder and offered the chance to do a very special thing. Sorry, I'm a photo reader. I just have to slow my brain down because when I read out loud, it takes me a moment, almost like, if you're driving at, let's say 100 miles an hour, and then somebody says slow down to 30, when people actually slow down, because they've done experiments about this, people slow down to 70, 80, and they think they're going really slow. Similar with photo reading, which we've just been talking about on the other Facebook Live, because I'm doing a flash sale this week, where you can save yourself £300 if you want to attend for 2020. But similar to photo reading, I read fast, and so when you read out loud, you've got to go really slow. So I'm here at the bottom, and my brain is sort of up there, so there's a disjoint, just in case you think I can't read. But let's go back to the quote. Just wanted to explain that in case anyone was like, what's wrong with this woman? So let's start again, shall we? To each, there comes in their lifetime a special moment when they are figuratively tapped on the shoulder and offered the chance to do a very special thing, unique to them and fitted to their talents. What a tragedy if that moment finds them unprepared or unqualified for that which could have been their finest hour. Sir Winston Churchill. So I always like a good quote. I've even got a quotes page on Facebook called My Favorite Quotes. Feel free to follow me. All right, so how would you like to earn? Oh, that's very cool. Very nice. So there's a bit about kind of, oh man, the present. 1 second. Talk amongst yourselves for a moment, or go and look at the website, bit.ly.com/RBOFA. This looks so darn good. I've just got to go and get my my iPad and take a picture because it's just bloody amazing. I'll be back in a second. Sorry, it looks too good not to photograph. I'm back. Man, it looks good. It looks so pretty. Let me just get that, because I'll do a blog because I've been talking to my e-news. So let me just show you how it looks. Whoops. So I can keep that all intact. There you go. So they really have done a fantastic job at, you know, building this all up. So let's see. Ooh, okay, so that's a book. It's very apt that I've just been talking. Actually, it's the same. I think it's basically almost the same color as the blue on the photo reading book. And actually, Russell Brunson's often talking about Tony Robbins, and he's talked about Jack Canfield as well. And so the endorsement on the back of this book from, let me just do that, endorsement on the back of the book from Tony Robbins, and an endorsement from Jack Canfield saying how incredible photo reading is. So that's really very nice. So that's that. We'll open that one in a sec once I've photographed it for my blog. So got a little box here. There we go. Ooh, that's nice. Really, they've gone to town on the presentation. So what that is, because they did a free, let me just show you. I'm not sure if you can still find it actually. I think I've got it here. Ooh, let me just show you what. So I'll show you how I kind of came across it. There we go. So they did a 30-day 3 ClickFunnels summit. And so there's a lot, you know, if they're doing a presentation every single day, that's a lot of information. And so one of the things they've offered as part of this stack is, I presume that's what this is then, they've got all of the presentations on a device. So you can just plug your headphones in the bottom there and you can just listen to 30 days worth of presentations. So that is absolutely fantastic. We have then got, it's exciting. Well, I think it's exciting. Hope you're enjoying it too. Let's just do this as we go through the various stages. Stand up, do that. And what we got next, so we have got 2 Coaching Club. Yeah, actually, I like the sound of the 2 Coaching Club. I'm definitely angling to be in there for sure. So that's going to tell you what that's all about. And oh, I like that. See, even that's a great idea for my own business as well. If I were to copy what he's done, model that, and change it with my own. Ooh, cool. So that's the 2 Club. We can read about that next. Now this is where it gets exciting for me, because every day for 30 days there is a challenge. So there's normally 2 videos to watch. There's a worksheet to download, and there is also and what it is, the worksheets are PDFs. However, what I suspect this is all of the exercises. Sorry, red. This is like getting a present from Sunny Olmo, because she always puts confetti and tissue and all sorts. So this is going to be the workbook now, with all of the exercises, because I'm going day by day, so I don't know what's coming each day. Yes, it is brilliant. So it means, because I'm doing them on PDF, and I've just got myself a workbook, so, you know, lined book that I'm writing in. But it means if I wanted to, I can now kind of fill all this in. So that is fantastic. And that is, wow, 150 pages. So, you know, very generous and really, really nicely done. So, yeah. So each of the mission, I really enjoyed the Greatest Showman one, actually. Learned a lot from that as well. And we're just looking at, you know, that. So that's that. Next. Oh, they really have gone to town. And there's more, I think. Is there more? Is there more? I think we're good. Right. So that's the end of that. That's what's in there. But that's lovely. I really, you know, really nicely done. Beautifully packaged. And even that alone. Oh, actually, we didn't see what was in here, did we? Let's see. It's a very substantial book. Woohoo! Photo reading, here I come. So let's do that. Stand up, better vantage point. Oh, that's really lovely. I do like stuff like this. I think the closest I've come to doing this is when I did the Magic and Gratitude group. People who did the gold program, they got a copy of, I think they're still on here actually. Yeah, they are. So they got a copy of the magic book, they got a copy of the magic and gratitude journal. They actually got some crystals in there as well. So I chose individual crystals for each person. I don't know, I think it's in the other room, but they got a great big silver, great big silver coin. And I remember somebody saying, "Oh, you know that toy coin? Is it all right if my daughter takes it to school?" I said, "Let's just get this straight, shall we?" I said, "You know that coin is sterling silver, right? It cost me nearly £50," because she just thought it was like I don't know what she thought it was, but sterling silver. And the reason I put that into the gift pack was so that people had that sense of something that appreciates in value, because the price of silver and gold is, of course, everything fluctuates, but pretty much it goes in an upward trajectory. I also did put some gift cards in there. Everybody got a brand new spanking new £10 note. If I was out of £10 notes, everybody got a brand spanking new £20 note. And there was tissue. So this is what it reminds me of, actually doing this unboxing, is what I would do for the Magic and Gratitude program. So everybody got a thank you card, and all sorts of cool stuff as well. So that was really nice, and this reminds me of that. So let's see the book. And somebody's actually had to sit and do, they've sat and they've done that by hand. And I believe there are 4,000, last time I looked, there's 4,443 people. So there's somebody who's had to sit, not obviously, I'm sure it's not one person. Oh, I was just talking about money. It's not a real note, but I was just saying everybody got a brand spanking new 10 or a 20. It's not a real note, but it's a representation of $100 bill. That's really nice, and that's obviously Russell's face on there. And this is you suddenly lose everything. What will you do from day 1 to day 30 to save yourself? So that's the book. Very chunky. So give me and 30 of my 2 Comma Club winners just 30 days, and we'll radically and ruthlessly transform your business with an internet marketing survival guide that gets you up and running in your business as if you started from zero. Each of these winners were presented with the following worst case scenario. You suddenly lose all your money, along with your name and reputation, your list, products, everything. All you have left is a ClickFunnels account, internet access, a roof over your head, food to eat, and 30 days to make money. You have no more relationships or JV affiliates. What would you do from day 1 to day 30 to save yourself? ? And then it said 30 days, which is this book here. 30 days is a compilation of their day-to-day plans to rebuild their business and their lives from scratch. Use them as a guide to grow an existing business, rebuild from the ground up, or launch a new long-lasting funnel from 0 to 1 million or more. Each 30-day blueprint is proof that you're truly just one funnel away. So, that's on the back of the book. Did anybody notice how much more fluid my reading was that time round? The reason being, let me just explain that from a photo reading perspective. When I first opened the box, my mind is in photo reading mode. It doesn't take long to shift gears, because one of the things people often say, oh, well, photo reading will spoil my enjoyment of my reading. It's like, no, actually it enhances your enjoyment of reading, because there's a process that you use where even when you're reading novels and reading things for pleasure, it enhances it. And it almost, like if you've got a favorite movie and you watch that several times over, you could watch it for the 4th or 5th time and you still get new nuances. You get things from that movie that you didn't even know existed, and you're like, was that in the movie? Was that there before? I remember the first time I watched The Matrix for the first time. I actually bought the DVD back then, and watched the movie. It's like, whoa, this is amazing. Watched it a second time. Whoa, this is amazing. And it's probably my 3rd or 4th I'm watching it. I'm like, was that scene always in it? And I'm like, well, Marilyn, it's your DVD, unless somebody's like remastered it overnight. Of course it was still there, but your mind is in a different place each time you see it, and you get a richer, deeper experience. And that's what you have with photo reading. When you're reading even novels and reading for pleasure, you get more out of them. But what it also means is your brain will shift gears depending on what your purpose is and what you want your brain to do. And so the reason I was able to read that nice and fluently this time round, as opposed to, and the writing on the box is like massive. is massive compared to the writing in the book. But the reason was, you just say to your brain, okay, we're now reading the old way, let's just readjust the parameters, and then you're back into flow with the old style of reading if you've got time to read word for word. Not many people have. Studies have been done. I saw a really interesting article in Forbes a few months ago, and they went back and they figured out that most people are reading between 300 to 500 words a minute. That's if they're at the top end of their game. And with photo reading, we start at 25,000 words a minute. So it's a whole different ball game and a whole different proposition, but your brain will work differently. But in terms of the second reading, it's like, okay, we need to switch, go back to, plodding mode. And then my brain is like, yeah, we can do this. So that will be just to give you some explanation around that. But yeah, so, it's, really looking forward to this, really looking forward to the program. If you would like to join the challenge, it's just because there are people in the challenge group who've done the One Funnel Away challenge before. They've come back to #1 launch other funnels. Some people just said it was so much fun last time round. They've come back to support the new people in the group, and I can totally see why somebody would join again, because it's been incredible. And sometimes just reading the comments from people, looking at what they're creating. I looked at someone's funnel today, and it gave me an idea of what I would do with my funnel, and also it gave me an idea for a second and a third funnel that I'm going to be working on. So it's been incredible, definitely worth the investment. I think what I've just opened here alone is worth the $100 that I paid to be in the challenge. The book, the player, that's 30 days worth of content there, and the workbook, 150 odd pages. Even that, challenge aside, because every day we're getting new content, new material. Amazing. So if you do want to join, go to www.bit.ly/RBOFA, as in Russell Brunson, One Funnel Away, and you can use my link to sign up. And that page is open until tomorrow or Monday for those of us who are in the UK. So that is my hashtag unboxing. Hope you enjoyed, joining me for that. So really, I'm really looking forward to getting stuck in, and it'd be really nice to see what's coming as well. It's been actually really fun every day, seeing, okay, what's the challenge for today? What's the exercise for today? What are we doing? What's what I call the home play? And it will also be nice to have a little bit of a sneak peek ahead for the next 4 weeks and see what else is coming up. And actually that would really help, because, I'm going to be the host and the MC for the TCCHE, the Conference for Consciousness and Human Evolution, and that's full on. I'm on stage pretty much all day. The first day I'm interviewing the speakers, we got people like Greg Braden, Lynn McTaggart, Nassim Harriman, Dr. Joe Dispenza, Pim Van Lommel, wonderful, amazing, incredible speakers. But I know from the past 2 years I've hosted and MC'd that event. It is full on. I'm probably on the go from 7 o'clock in the morning till sometimes gone midnight. And so actually having the book will be really handy, so I can at least get a sense of what's coming up, where I'm not going to be able to be online and watching anything or listening to anything. So, I totally get, because I was a little bit like that myself, hype, all the rest of it, these guys, these gurus, another one. But I have to say, I have been very impressed with the quality of the material and what we've been given and what we're doing. And, definitely, as I said, and some of it, I did marketing as my degree, and I did a postgraduate marketing diploma with the Chartered Institute of Marketing. And, some of it is reminding me of those principles and those ideas, many of which I do incorporate into what I'm doing. But a bit like photo reading, it's when you put a system around something, that's where the power comes in. So you're not doing a bit of that there and a bit of that there and a bit of that there and a bit of that there. Like, it's called the photo reading whole mind system. And people are like, whoa, that's really the thing that blows people's minds, when there's structure, when there's order around it. And I think one of the things that is really clever around this challenge is that it disappears after the 30 days. So you've got to be on point, you've got to be on your game. And so it's making you actually do the work. And so my brain is already ticking for, what can I create with what I do to do something similar once I've gone through this and done everything else. That's on the back burner for probably funnel number 7, 8, 9, 10, whatever it might be. But it has definitely been incredible food for thought. So if you've been feeling a bit stuck, a bit stagnated, or if you're looking for new input, you're looking for new ideas from, nearly 5,000 entrepreneurs from around the world, many of whom are just more than happy to share gems and ideas and wisdom and give feedback, I would definitely say it will be $100 well spent for sure. And a friend of mine, before I joined, because I'm sick of hype, I put a note out in a couple of groups that I'm in, and a friend of mine came back and she sent me a private message. She says, Marilyn, it's like doing an MBA in 30 days. And as soon as she said that, I'm like, you know what? I'm in. So thank you. I won't say your name. You might not want me to say your name, but thank you for that, because, it's great to hear from someone who's already been through it, that you're not just kind of, $100 for some people will not break the bank, for others it will, but you don't, regardless of how you perceive that amount, you don't just want to throw it away on something that is just full of hype and nothing else. So just thought I'd say that too. Well, cool. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you're having a glorious, fabulous, wonderful weekend wherever you are residing in this glorious world and planet of ours. I'm going to maybe photo read. Actually, I'm going to photo read this book. That's the first thing I'm going to do before I leave my desk, and then go forth and get something to eat. So thank you so much for watching. And if you're going to join the channel, because there's a private Facebook group for the 30 days that it's running, come and give me a thumbs up and tag me in your first post. That will be amazing to connect with you there as well. Yeah, cool. Well, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you all later. Bye-bye.